Sagittarius communication. So again, because this is fire and it's mutable fire, this is going to be a person that's quite direct, and they enjoy direct communication. They want it to be about expansion, about experiences, adventures, and all these. These are the types of things they want to talk about. So, what trip did you go on, and where did you go overseas? What did you do? Who did you meet? These are interests of theirs, as well as they do like astrology and other spirituality topics, or religion. The main thing of growth and expansion in terms of taking on new ideas and new information. This is important to them. And they don't have the hang-ups that a lot of other signs do. They're quite happy to just talk about it openly. The other person can talk, they can talk, and they can share those differences. Obviously, it is a fire sign, so if they do find something to be a really strong opposing view, they could get mad about it. It could create a little niggle of frustration, and that could build. But by and large, and look, at the end of the day, they do like a debate. They do like an argument. That's kind of a funny thing with Sagittarius, is it can be something that a lot of other signs may not like, because to them, it isn't necessarily an argument, it's just a healthy debate. But it could turn into one if the other party gets angry about it, which the Sagittarius probably in turn be like, what are you getting mad about? We're just having a conversation. I'm passionately describing how I think, and then you're getting upset about it and taking it personally. Why? It's this kind of thing. And if they do get frustrated in the conversation, they could say something that's kind of sharp, because at the end of the day, it is the arrow, so it can pierce through things. And so it might be something that's a bit triggering to the other person. And it's said in such a direct way. There's no holdback, there's no chill. So it could be something that the other person could take personally. And then, of course, you might end up going from a debate to an argument. So it is something that Sagittarians do have to be aware of and be careful of. And it comes down to this. They either have to make the decision. They can have their little small moments where they're as, I guess, indirect or diplomatic as they possibly can be, if they have to, at work or whatever situation they have to. But by and large, they're much better around people who can handle a very direct, non-sugar-coated type of approach to communication, because this is their preferred way to do it. So they're not great around people who can't handle that strong sort of approach. And if the other person gets offended easily, this becomes a tiring, difficult, and unpleasant conversation now for the Sagittarius, and they don't want to do it. I'll see you next time.